Hello, this is Joe Nicassio, Employee Escape Plan, and today I want to talk to you about the gatekeeper myth. This whole idea, I hear people say, how do you get through to the gatekeeper? How do you get through the gatekeeper to the decision maker? And, I was just thinking about it, that there is no such thing as a gatekeeper. You're born, your mother and your father. There's no gatekeepers in between you and them. And then you have brothers and sisters, a family of, extended family, and there's no gatekeepers there. You go to school and you develop friendships, and there's no gatekeepers there. Maybe you have employment and you meet people there. There's no gatekeepers there. Maybe you go to college and some of those people go on to be successful. There's no gatekeepers there because you have a relationship. And so when somebody says, how do I get through the gatekeeper, what they're really saying is, I have no relationship at all with these people. It really is a cold call. And it's a cold call because you don't have a relationship. You don't have a relationship because you haven't offered any value. When people offer value in our life, there's no restriction. It's like, come on in. Like, you bring value. It's like when you go to a party, say it's a potluck and you don't bring anything, you don't have value. But man, if you bring the most delicious food, you've got like a ton of value. And so, there's this idea of the gatekeeper. To me, it's just, there is no such thing as a gatekeeper. It's like an illusion. It's like made up garbage. It's like your excuse for not going out and getting like real relationship. So what I want you to think about is like, what are you doing to establish real relationships? What are you doing to connect with people at a higher level? My friend Deborah Ferris, she's like Miss LinkedIn, and she's really all about connecting people. Bob Donnell, there's another one. It's like he teaches a class called Connectology. And so when you have family, you have friends, you have professional relationships, you offer value, you give value everywhere you go, there's no gatekeeper, there's nobody in between. So that's like polluted thinking. Get rid of that stuff. Grow up. If you want to get to somebody, like, establish a relationship. Anthony Camacho, he's a sales trainer. One of the things I really respect about Anthony is he like shows up at people's offices. He drives in his car. He physically knocks on doors. He doesn't try and do it through email. Of course he uses the telephone. But he's a sales trainer, he's a sales professional, and he closes big deals. And one of the reasons why is because he keeps showing up. My sales trainer Tom Hopkins said, it's easy to delete it's easy to delete an email or throw away a fax. A letter can be thrown in the trash can, and you can hang up on a phone call. But what's the hardest thing to get rid of? A body. So showing up is half the battle. Showing up and having a real relationship, offering real value. That's the secret here. If you have real relationships and real value, there is no gatekeeper. There's nobody between me and you. If you want to get a hold of me, call me, 714-6000-640. I don't have a gatekeeper. Look, I look forward to serving people. I help people. I'm actually seeking more people to serve. I want to have more impact on more lives. I have like crazy, mad skills and talents and abilities and understandings. And so why would I put gatekeepers in my life when I want to have more impact on the world? All right. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. I want you to think about this. Like, if you're trying to get a hold of somebody, figure out how you can have a real relationship. Figure out how you can show up at their doorstep. Because you know what? The best salespeople, they don't get kicked out. They bail out. And what you got to do is camp out. You got to learn to camp out and make a friend. This is Joe Nicassio, Employee Escape Plan, and that's your idea for the day. There is no gatekeepers. That's a myth.